Good morning from AldermanFarms. We've got a lot going on. I've got to get busy. We've got lots of things we got to get done. I'm just picking some of my cucumbers. Remember I told y'all they're about as long as my elbow to my wrist, and so this is about right. Now of course this is a little thin here, but these cucumbers, they're nice and tender. The seeds are small even at this size. I've had them actually a little bit longer than this. But this is my harvest this morning. I'm gonna put them in the refrigerator and I'll make pickles maybe tomorrow or Wednesday. You see, I'm leaving this one right now because I'm gonna pick again in a couple of days. But it can get a little bit longer, a little bit bigger around. This one too. But it could be picked right now too, if I wanted to. So, but I'm really excited about the cucumbers. They're starting to come in great, and they're going to be ready for the market.
Those are Japanese long cucumbers.
Whew, and I'm dizzy. Got up too fast. See, my green onions here are going to seed. They're making flowers. You remember I harvested all of this, and right here I left these. They're multiplying onions, and so I'm going to be digging them up and drying the sets where I can have more to plant, because I really want to be able to, at the feed stores, they're not really able to get the onion sets, and they'll buy them from the farmers. So my goal is to get more of this going, have more and more sets, multiply what I have where I'm able to sell the sets in the early spring. This is some deal here that I had sent out. Right here, it's doing good. Right here.
Let me come around.
Okay, yeah, I'm having a hard time bending over it too. But anyway, this is some deal, volunteer deal. That's why it's so tall compared to this deal here. This is some I just planted. This is my parsley.
When you say just planted, when did you plant that?
Oh, about a week ago, I put plants out. A week to 2 weeks. This is parsley that overwintered. My only plant that overwintered because we had that hard freeze. But let me show you. I was going to pick some of it. And I also have, come over here, let me show this bit.
Okay, I'm trying to move slowly. I'm trying not to do a Starry Hilder move.
Or a Patty move. I do bad too. Anyway, and see, here's some more. I know I'm growing a crop of grass in here too. That's why I don't do flower beds. You know, I know this is a flower and this is chickweed that I can pull out, but this is my first blooms on my baby's breath. So I'm excited. I'm so excited that that's blooming. I was hoping it would be thicker, but I don't know. I've got to find. I've never grown baby's breath before, and I found out that it really don't grow great here because we get so hot. But anyway, I was gonna pick some of this parsley because I have a few little spots of it around in here and that other big plant. But let me show you why I'm not. Because I harvested all this cilantro and I'm going to dry it. I was going to dry the parsley too, so I really feel like all the cilantro is going to take up the room in my dehydrator. So anyway, and it smells so good, y'all.
Let me smell it.
Does. You smell it? Oh, camera smell-o-vision.
Ooh, it does. Yeah, smell-o-vision, y'all. Scratch your screen if you want to smell that.
But anyway, I'm also I'm going to dehydrate it. I want to be able to put some in my salsa. And I'm also going to talk to my son-in-law's mom about preserving it, because I have read about freezing parsley. No, parsley?
Cilantro.
No, basil. I've read about freezing basil to make pesto later, you know. But I don't know if that would work with cilantro. But anyway, they probably can grow it year-round though, because they're in Bogota, Colombia. But anyway, I'm going to talk with her and see if she has any ideas about preserving it, because you know, hopefully it'll be good in the salsa dehydrated also, because of course I don't have tomatoes yet.
And hang on a second, let me update them on the kitten crop.
Yeah, our kitten crop is growing.
I don't remember exactly when the kittens were planted, but they're blooming nicely, and
they're eating food.
They're eating real food.
Aunt Rosie was here, and boy, she was taking care of the kittens.
This kitten over here apparently cross-pollinated with the mustard plants, and so we've got some kitten mustard here, and that we still don't know. See that there's two of them in there. Oh, now quit beating up on it.
Is it beating us?
Yeah, well, just playing. But we had that one kitten who's obviously younger than everybody else, and we still don't know if the mama catnapped it from another mama, or we've heard one of the viewers said that they had heard or knew for a fact that it was possible that the mama maybe bred twice and actually delivered that baby, you know, a week later or something, but I don't know. But anyway,
we had other mama cats with babies, so I really feel like she adopted another baby.
I'm not sure when kittens are ready to be harvested, but anyway.
These are almost ready.
Yeah. So maybe we'll sell them at the farmer's market. I don't know, but
anyway, this is my squash harvest today. I picked it Thursday evening, and so this is what I've gotten
Wholesome
today.
Root said 8 weeks.
8 weeks, yeah. Yeah, they're a pretty quick crop. But anyway, this is some of my little squash that I have. I'm going to try and keep it. I want to try and dehydrate some of it. I make a squash bisque, and I want to try dehydrating my ingredients to make a powder that I can actually sell to people to make squash bisque. So you don't have to show me because I had a really, really bad hair day today.
You look good to me, baby. Wow.
Anyway, this is the lettuce bed. Let me move this chair. They had it propped up for the kittens. But this is my lettuce bed. My last bed, I haven't picked it at all. Oh, I see another giant cucumber over there I got to pick. They're growing on the other side of the fence too, and at different angles, you know, you can see the cucumbers. But anyway, this is going to be ready to be picked this week. I'll be selling this lettuce. I still have a little bit of lettuce that I can harvest off of the other, out of the other bed. And so this is about 3 times as much lettuce as what I had planted, that I've been harvesting from. So I'm going to have a lot of lettuce to sell.
And it's incredible how much lettuce you've gotten off of that other little bitty patch.
I didn't think I'd be able to sell lettuce from that, but I have. I'm going to be letting that go to seed, where I can save my seed over there, because this is the same kind of lettuce. Anyway, down here, let's look at this.
Hey, before we do you want to? Are we going to remember to come back to that pot?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to come back this way.
Okay.
This is the Alderman sweet potato slips, and I'm going to have to pull these up and plant them. And Tomas may be here this weekend, so we're going to probably plan to do that. And I heard Danny say in his class from Deep South over the weekend that they'll keep producing slips.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So and you see here's some coming up.
Let me for clarification for viewers and me. They'll keep producing slips right here,
yeah,
or
right
where
here.
you plant them? Oh,
no,
really?
Right here. Yeah. What we plant's gonna make the sweet potato.
Right.
So, but anyway, you see over here,
yeah.
I have planted my lettuce because I had dug down and it wasn't making any slips. So I just figured I wasn't gonna make slips. And now they're making slips. Even over here, this is a slip right here in my lettuce. So I'm gonna have to, I'll probably lose a few lettuce plants when I pick the slips up, when I pull them out.
Another one right there, huh?
Yeah. This is what I did is all down here is sweet potatoes planted way down deep. Oh, here's some right here. And so this is a weed. I've got lots of weeds in here that I've got to get out. Ooh, that poked me. But look at this, y'all.
Yeah, those are pokey weeds.
I picked the squash before we went on, and squash is starting to break me out now. Okra used to break me out. Now squash.
Okra.
No, we say okra in the South.
J0 says okra.
But anyway, so I'm gonna have to start wearing my rubber gloves. I had my coat on, but anyway, it got to me and made me start itching. I've already washed it, so it should get better. But anyway, okay, now back to over here. And this is just, I keep getting dizzy when I squat down and stand back up. My blood pressure's been low. But anyway, we have.
She has low blood pressure to begin with.
We got to get these tomato steaks. That's mortgage lifters, and that's some eggplant in that box and some peppers. So I've got to, I got to get my tomatoes staked in this bed. But anyway, let's go tell them about the pot over there, and then we're going to move around because I want to show them the peas and everything.
Yep, the Alderman peas.
Is my long-awaited comfrey from old Alabama gardener, Mr. Charles. Oh, I'm dizzy again. We got to meet him in person. Tommy and him have chatted quite a bit through email and everything and online, But anyway, he brought me, he knew I wanted a comfrey plant, and he brought me one of his comfrey plants. So anyway, I'm so excited. I was emailing with him this morning about where I'm going to plant it. And actually, I'm going to show you, I think, you know, that it's not really considered invasive, but yet
Persistent.
it's persistent. Like if you dig it up and there's one little piece of root there, another plant's gonna come up. So I don't want to be, we'll show you the horseradish. I don't want to be dealing with comfrey like I am the horseradish. So you can see over here, if you can they see? This is just, you know, this was a new little bed that we did like for flowers and some herbs. See, this is a basil in here, hidden amongst the weeds. I was gonna pick basil too, but I gotta be careful. Ooh, I can smell it because I touched it. It smells so good. But anyway,
And what is these?
that's cosmos.
That's the cosmos flowers?
Yeah, they're starting to bloom. So the farmer's market will be open in 2 weeks or less than 2 weeks now. So I may be able to bring cut flowers to the market if they'll go ahead and.
The sunflowers are heading up.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Isn't that fine? But anyway, stand back right here. I'm gonna show, like right here. Well, let me show you. Mr. Charles said that part shade or mostly shade is good. He's not done it in full sun. He don't know.
He recommended like in a tree line in the edge of the woods.
But you know, I told him, I was thinking about that this morning with all the animals we have. And our goats get out, our pigs get out. It's just a fact of life right now for us. One day, maybe we can keep them all in. But they do get out occasionally, which I guess I don't even say it. It's been a little while since they got out.
Oh, you said it.
Anyway, so I want to put this in the garden fence because I want it protected. I love getting plants and seeds from other people. He also gave me some rattlesnake snap beans, which I hate that name because I hate snakes. But anyway, I'm going to plant the beans, and they don't look like rattlesnakes.
Hey, one more thing. One more reason why we would prefer to have the comfrey in the garden is because, and I didn't know this. Let me, since you don't like to be on camera when you're not talking.
Yes,
so.
that's correct.
But comfrey is described as a mining plant, M-I-N-I-N-G, like a gold mine. It's called a mining plant because it mines minerals.
No, Blue.
Those the roots on that comfrey plant will reach down 5 or 6 feet deep, and it will bring the minerals from way down deep up to the topsoil. Of course, deposit them in the leaves, and as the leaves die off and fall down, it'll be bringing minerals back to the top. So it's a good idea for us anyway, we think, to have it as close to or in the garden as possible because it's going to be enriching the soil. So that's another reason we want it close in our garden.
And another thing, you can pick these leaves, like Tommy was saying, it pulls up the minerals and stuff. You can pick these leaves and just lay them down next to your other plants.
Right.
Oh, I keep bending over, I keep getting dizzy.
Quit it.
I need to eat too. But anyway, so, and look at this. It's just, the roots are just coming out the bottom. It's ready to go on the ground. But anyway,
he said they are eager to grow.
Right. So, but you see, I wanted Tommy to be kind of back. You see how shaded this area is right here. And you can see how this mustard did not do well. This mustard did. Of course, I had it way too thick too. But, you know, that shaded, this front gets a little bit of sun. And so in the afternoon, probably at 2 o'clock, this area is going to get sun. And so I'm going to plant this right here. Right up in here, right there. And so I think I'm going to be good. Even if it were to spread,
yeah, I
think I'm going to be good because, you know, I just threw this mustard out because there was ground there to throw it out on. So I'm not worried about that. I have a couple of 3 blackberry bushes. I'm going to put some in here too because blackberries grow good in the partial shade too. In the wild they do anyway, so I'm assuming the tame ones will too. Or I may even put it down here. You know, I may put it, you know. So anyway, it's going to go over here more in the shade.
Yeah.
So somewhere up in there. So that'll be its home, and I think I'm going to be safe there.
By the way, that little break there a moment ago, one of the kittens Blue was harvesting a kitten.
Well, he was
just playing.
But he did pick it up.
He did pick it up. He did it gently, but hey, Blue, say hey, everybody. Say good morning, Blue. Good morning, Blue. What a good boy, y'all. And he remembers his training. We've been gone all those days and came back, and he remembered his training.
All right. We got to get to milking, so we got to go a little bit faster. Because I wanted to show them.
We should have milked a long time ago, y'all, but we were dead this morning.
No, you put them up late.
Yeah, I did put them up late.
Who was dead this morning?
Oh, I was dead this morning. Yeah. I'm still dead.
I woke up before 6.
Of course. I'm dead as a hammer.
This is the lettuce that's been in the bed, and you know, I can still harvest off of here, but you see how tall it's getting. It's wanting to go to seed. And this is black seeded Simpson, and this is that grandpa lettuce, and then the oak leaf down there. So, and my kale's looking so much better. Oh, I forgot to show you this. I said I'd show it to you. I wish we could do some before and after pictures. Oh, I'm stepping on my flowers. See, I'm not good about flowers. This is my horseradish. And we started with just this one here, and it has spread, which I didn't know it would spread like that, but I've been told. Now, I harvested some of it for Danny and Wanda to grow, which I haven't seen theirs. I need to go look on some of their videos and see if they have an update on that. But anyway, so this is our horseradish. It's doing wonderful. I will be able to harvest a good bit of it because I really want to get it pushed back to that corner if I can. But I think horseradish is the same. If I leave a little bitty piece of root, it's going to grow a horseradish.
Right.
So, this is the nasturtium.
Hey, hang on. The arugula is flowering, and I found out from a viewer and actually tested it. Those little flowers are delicious.
Don't you eat the flowers? I'm saving
I just
for
ate
seed.
one.
I'm saving
I
for
just
seed.
ate one to come see.
I got to see how to save the seed, you see. I got to look it up. But there's going to be seed somewhere in that little flower.
If anybody knows of a video on saving arugula seeds, please put a link in the comments on this video after it posts.
I think that's the seed right there. But I see the green on it. I
just ate one, Willow Creek. Come on.
Anyway, I did not know my nasturtiums. I've never grown them before. We're going to come over because you see I have, this is chamomile. But you see, this is my basil. And
yeah, it's like taking them over.
Yeah, and so I needed to harvest basil today too. That'll have to be tomorrow. I need to get this pinched down because you see it's starting to go to seed already. But look how pretty the nasturtiums are.
Pretty and tasty.
Yes, Tommy ate the leaf. You hadn't ate a flower yet.
No.
And this, my chamomile, that's the one I stepped on.
It looks like it's all right.
But anyway,
boy, look at that one over there. I wonder if chamomile needs shade. Look at the one under that horseradish leaf over there.
It really looks
It's really
good.
the biggest one.
Yeah. So, anyway, it's been fun playing with all this. And it's good that, you know, it's keeping the grass back, but ooh.
It adds color too.
Yeah. I really like the nasturtiums.
Although I wish the blooms were like up above the leaves, you know.
Next year, I'll probably plant it back here, but I won't plant this stuff here and knowing that it's going to get bigger.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's going to come way over here. So
yeah, probably.
I'm trying to reduce my walkway space to where we're not worried about grass. Because look right there. See, this is our crop of grass we're growing. And, you know, we haven't weeded this garden at all.
No, that's something that's on my list.
That's really a positive thing that it's not so bad, but anyway.
I'm on vacation still today, so I'll be able to spend the rest of my day out, you know, doing honeydews.
Yeah, I'm gonna crack that whip today.
She's gonna crack the whip.
And look at the mistake I made. Thank God, I only have these sweet peas, alderman peas. I had originally planned to have a row right here. Had I had a row right here,
oh man,
this would have all been wasted because I couldn't get to it. You see how thick it is? Which I probably planted them too close together too. I did a double row, and that's my goal, was to do a double row on both of them, and you can't stick your hand through it. So we don't step in our boxes, but I have to step all the way right here to be able to get to this. And see, I'm gonna pick them today. I watched Danny and Wanda have a good video that tells about how to pick them. And it was so funny because Danny, let me if I remember, well, I'm not going to say. One of them picks from here, shells from here. The other one shells from this end, and I can't remember. So I've never done peas, you know, so I made sure I watched their video. This is how I do it. It's so easy. I've never, and this one's a little early.
That one's early.
But they just pop open and you just run your finger.
That you had said you needed to do a video that it was going to make him sick. at how easy the peas came out. And,
well, no, his came out easy too. It's just different. People do it different, but I like to just pop it open like that and open it. When they're a little bit bigger, it's a little easier. You know, the peas. But hey, what's that black right there? Oh, it's a piece of bark.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm
Looked
gonna
like
pick.
a critter for a minute, didn't it?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick these, and you pop them off. You don't pull them because they're tender. But I'm gonna pick these today. See, I just kind of squeeze it and it pops open. You see, that's more of a ready. And Danny has on the video too, like when they start turning a little yellow, that's not good to pick them then. You know, so I've got to come out here. I'm gonna pick a few of these.
Start turning yellow. What then? You just leave them?
And that's
for seed.
That's for seed. Now you can pick them at that point and let them dry. But anyway, I'm gonna pick these today. And we just get we each get a spoon of peas because this ain't enough. But anyway, the rest I'm gonna let go on and go to seed.
Right. That's the primary purpose of this crop, is to get it, well, to test it, but also then, now that we're pleased with it, to save seed so we can have a sure enough crop next
But
year.
I will not grow peas like this again. We will trellis them on a fence and do a single row.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know, I plant on both sides of the fence for my snap beans. We will not do that with peas.
Right.
Ooh, it's getting hot. But look, I want to show you my my kale's looking better. I didn't do anything to it. It's just looking a little better. This is kind of holy. It's got those little worms. Somebody said it's some kind of cabbage worms.
Yeah.
Which I've had them on my broccoli before. But I'm going to have some edible leaves. I didn't know if I was going to lose the whole crop of it. And the kale over there looks good too. But look, I've already done this once. But I'm getting to dig some potatoes. We need to show the potato row. It's terrible. They're starting to die down.
Starting to die down.
So it's time. But I want to try and save my mulch. Oh, this is really easy. And see, you're going to have some little ones. You have little ones, and then you'll have some bigger ones. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? And they just have grown wonderful. I don't even need the shovel.
Look how easy they're coming out, y'all. The power of mulch.
The ant. Ugh. Ants like potatoes, so.
Ants like everything.
Look at that. Oh, I just love it.
Just pulling them out of the ground, boys and girls.
But then Tommy will have to come back through with the shovel.
Because there may be some a little deeper.
And see, I keep those even because those are wonderful put in a white sauce. They cook up so fast. So, but I've been very, very pleased with the potatoes. Look at that. There's one.
Easiest potato harvest ever. I hope I'm getting this on film. I can't see anything. The sun has got the screen.
Oh, on the screen?
Yeah.
But I've pulled potatoes twice. And I think that was 2 plants that I just did just then. So, and I'm gonna, we're gonna come back and we're gonna plant squash here. So, I'll have where I can get more squash. See this size? I love this size. Of course, I don't want them all this size, but those are just wonderful to cook up. See, that one should have a big one too. They all will have some little ones and some big ones. Ooh. Yeah, here's my bigger one on that one. So. But we didn't actually plant them in the mulch. We planted them in the dirt. So that's why I want to pull, once we do this, I want Tommy to pull this mulch aside and kind of dig the dirt up a little bit with the shovel. So there's my potato harvest just from 3 little plants. And so I'll save these for bacon. See, Mama can have a smaller one. And then these I'll just do another way.
New potatoes.
Oh, but mashed potatoes with we're going to do mashed potatoes with these. I'll boil all of these. And oh my goodness, mashed potatoes with new potatoes is amazing. So you don't leave them out in the sun though.
You got a bucket behind you.
Oh, well, that's right. I put one over here. Thank you.
Fumble. Trying to get my shadow. I hope my shadow hadn't been in all of that because I can't see what I'm doing.
Now,
look at the squash plants. Massive squash plants. You okay?
Yeah. Oh, and the bees are out in force this morning. But they don't usually bother you when they're busy harvesting and you're harvesting. You just harvest together. So.
Yep. I'm gonna just pan down the squash row.
Squash is doing awesome. Oh.
You can pick almost every day, right? On
squash?
Or every other day or something like that.
Well, it depends on how. Well, I let mine get a little bit bigger for us to eat. I don't mind bigger squash. Some people that's buying it wants little squash. So yeah, little squash you can pick every day. Next is the lima beans, and I think they're fixing to start putting their flowers on.
Yeah, it looks like I see some little buds.
Yeah, I double rowed this, so it's a 30-inch row. We planted down like that, and so soon we'll be picking lima beans, and it looks like the end of the row starting to catch up with this end. That end doesn't get as much sun, so it doesn't grow as good as fast, but it'll catch up. But I found my tomato plants down there have done as well as my tomato plants down here. The tomato plants look rough, but you should have seen them before we tried to do the Florida weave on.
Yeah.
We're out here, it was dark. We didn't even try and film it. I was in such a rush Thursday night before we left for the conference, or Thursday, well, it was 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Trying to get these tomato plants off the ground, and I have some skips. I'm gonna have to put some stuff out to keep the grass down. I think I'm gonna put some squash in between, stuff like that. But anyway, they looked horrible even after we did the weave but they're coming back. I told Tommy that they'll start standing up. They were still bending down to the ground. I've got to do it again. But Tommy, look over there. You see how it's down?
Yeah.
I didn't pull it tight enough right there. So we got to redo some of it. But you know what? It got them up. So are you going to come down here?
Yep. I'm tagging along like a puppy.
Okay. Yeah, the goats are saying, hurry up, hurry up. This is our snap bean rows. I've triple planted them. They are pole beans, and I have sworn before I was not going to plant before I had my fence up, but you know what? I did.
We did it again.
But we're going to use cattle panels this year. I usually do wire. We've got to do that. If we get another rain or anything, wind, they're going to be on the ground. So
here's our fences over here. Got them on the trailer.
Yeah.
With a few more T-posts. There'll be 3 16-foot cattle panels on each of these rows.
But that's on the agenda today, and we need to film that.
Yeah.
We need to film. It's not going to be easy. I'm going to be the helper holding them up.
Well, it may be a GoPro thing.
Yeah, maybe a GoPro thing. But anyway, they're doing great. I do have some skips. I'm gonna probably take some beans and stick in here. Also, I've got some beans that I got out of that carousel box, some green beans. I forgot the name of them. Something black, some kind of black. I don't know. But anyway, I need to plant those, and I want to plant those rattlesnake beans. Snap beans are really good. They're self-fertile, and so you can plant them, and typically they won't cross-pollinate, especially if there's a little bit of distance between them. So I definitely want to keep the seed that I got from Mr. Charles. And I also found out something too, and we need to do a video on this. He said in the class that on green beans, you've got a, I think it's called an eye on there. And I have actually seeded some stuff like squash, and my root came up and went in the ground, and I thought, that's weird, you know, but it still made a squash plant, so I didn't worry about it. But there's a certain way you should put your seeds in the ground. And even with green bean seeds, there's a little eye, and that's where your root's going to come out, and you want that put facing down when you plant it. Now, we used a cedar for this, so of course there's no way of telling what's up and what's down.
Well, he was talking about doing it in seed, starting them in a greenhouse.
Yeah, and soil blocks and everything. That's what he did his class on, a soil blocks. And anyway, I'm getting me one of those things too. I haven't got one yet. There's a lot of people put on our live show last night saying different places you could get them, so I'm going to do some research. Johnny sells them. I've seen them there. Mr. Charles said they're there. But I'm going to do a little research. I want to make sure I get the heavy gauge metal that it's made out of, because you're rough on it, you know, when you're making those, because it's a compact thing. Okay, I've really got a lot I got to do, so I got to hurry. This is the okra. Okay, and more of my peas came up. I needed to replant these. If you see, this is the okra in the middle. This is peas. And this is pink eye purple hull peas right here, right there.
That's a bush?
Yeah, it's a bush, yeah. And see, the reason I did that is because I had planted my okra as plants, not seeds. And so I did that. Over here is okra in the middle, here. And then this is lady peas. And they're bush pea too. Like I said, I planted plants for okra. And look at this, look at this. I've never planted this kind of okra.
That's making okra already.
Yeah.
On a little bitty plant like that.
Yeah. That's the
this
flower.
One here too.
Yeah, that's the flower fixing to open. So I am excited about that.
Wow.
So this is my okra and lady peas.
You got a plant down. I don't know if it got cut or broke or what. Right here.
I sure do. That looks like maybe ants on that or something. Something did all the way up. But see, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, because it still looks alive.
I don't know if this will
Got a little
work.
plant, little okra first aid here.
Sometimes that'll make it heal up and make it go ahead and still do okay. We'll see. But look, there's dirt.
It's been on the ground a while because look at how it was curving up to the sun.
But look at this. That's from that rain. Look, all of these have it.
Mm-hmm.
That's from that rain splashing up on them. And it probably just bent it over because it was heavy.
We need to get them covered.
We've got, oh, here's another one.
That one don't look so good.
No. Look how dry the dirt is.
Yeah.
Already.
After all that rain.
We need to have this ground covered.
Ladies, don't be afraid of dirt under your fingernails. It helps give you minerals.
Yeah, in front of all those people when we was on that panel, he's telling her, reason I married her because she has dirt under her fingernails. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I do wash my hands and I have a scrub brush. I'm going to get really dizzy when I get up.
Let me come over here and help you.
Well, just give me, well, that's okay. I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah.
Don't fall out. We're on live video.
Yeah, that would go viral. What peas is that? Oh, this is black crowders. Right here. And see, then over here, where it's, remember the tiller quit, we're going to plant the sweet.
But it works now.
Yeah, it works now. Tommy fixed it.
Woohoo!
We're going to plant the sweet potatoes over here. Tomas really wants to plant watermelon, so I may do some watermelon and just some different stuff. So anyway, I've got to go get the milk stuff ready.
All right, I'm gonna head over to the shade right quick and try to answer, you know, a couple of.
Shade too.
Yeah, heading to the shade sounds like a good plan, doesn't it? So, come home from the conference and everything is just growing so well and so nice. We left yesterday morning. Danny King was saying when he got up yesterday morning the temperature was 38.